Today on the Big Dog Holler Barbecue channel, we are making some smoked mac and cheese, the perfect Thanksgiving side. So stay tuned and find out how we did it. Welcome to the Holler, everybody. To get this smoked mac and cheese started, Marty over here to my right has brought a handful of ingredients. We're going to add 2.5 cups of some Meyer brand half and half. The star of the show, we are using some Dececco pasta here. These are shells, if you will. I'm going to add a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauce. This is 16 ounces of Velveeta. As well as 8 ounces of Meyer pepper jack. We're only going to use 5 tablespoons of butter and then a little bit of black pepper as well. So we're going to get everything chopped up cheese-wise, organized into amounts. We'll meet you back to add it to our 5-quart Lodge cast iron. So now that we have everything organized here, we're going to add our Meyer half and half. This is a very full measuring cup, if that is all right. This is 2.5 cups of half and half. To this, we are going to add our 5 tablespoons of butter. Once again, this is just Meyer butter. Get this open out of the package here. Maybe. Add that into our mixture. To that, we are adding our 8 ounces of pepper jack. You could use pepper jack, American, cheddar, Gouda, anything you would really like here. And you certainly don't have to use Velveeta as well. The reason we chop the pepper jack up into cubes is just to help it melt a little better. And then again, we're going to use 16 ounces of Velveeta here. This is just a personal preference. I know not everybody loves Velveeta, but it melts great. And, something that I grew up on personally there. So I'm going to get this opened and into our mixture. Now that we have our Velveeta open, once again, this is 16 ounces. You could cut that up as well to help it melt a little bit, but I'm not too worried about Velveeta melting. To that, we're just going to add as much as our heart desires of our favorite hot sauce, which in this case is Texas Pete. I'm going to say about that much. You could use Texas Pete. You could use just about anything there. And then we're going to add a little bit of black pepper to our mixture as well. And again, this is just to your heart's desire there. So we're going to get a nice layer on top. We're going to submerge that Velveeta a little better into our mixture. And then we're going to meet you out at our Masterbuilt Gravity Series 560 and get this mixture on the smoker. So we're out here on this beautiful, windy Indiana evening at our Masterbuilt Gravity Series 560, currently cranking up to 225 degrees. The purpose of this, just to impart a little bit of smoke to our cheese mixture over there, as well as help everything melt through. We're running some Cowboy hardwood briquettes, as well as some Bear Mountain applewood chunks, and powered off our Blue Eddy PS54. We're going to go ahead and get our Lodge cast iron into our Masterbuilt here, and we're going to let this run roughly 30 minutes. So we'll meet you inside to get the pasta going, and meet you back out here in roughly 30. So now that our cheese mixture is on the Masterbuilt for roughly 30 minutes, we're going to get some water boiling inside here and get the pasta going. Once again, we are using the Dececco brand. It has a big fancy name. I believe it says shells. We are from Indiana after all and grew up on some Velveeta as well as Kraft. So that's what we're going to call it today. We'll meet you once our cheese mixture is done and once our noodles are nice and al dente. So after roughly 30 minutes, we're back out here at the smoker. The cheese is almost fully melted into our mixture. So we're going to go ahead and bring this inside and add the noodles to it. And while we do, we're going to crank this up to 350 degrees. And meet you guys inside in just a second. Now that we are back inside with our Lodge cast iron and our cheese mixture here, we are going to add our shells to our cheese. Get those all in there. Now that we have that fully combined as well, what we're going to do is we're going to add some Meyer panko breadcrumbs to the very top. Get all the noodles off of here. And then we added 2 tablespoons of butter to this as well. That's going to help brown things up and give us a nice crispy top. Try to spread it as evenly as possible. And we can go back over the top with a spoon to try to level things out. And we're going to get this thrown back on our master build at 350 degrees. So our master build is fully cranked up to 350 degrees. We are going to get this added back to our smoker and let this ride for another 30 minutes or until that panko on top is nice and golden brown. So we'll see you then. After 30 minutes, we're back out here at our smoker. We're going to go ahead and pull this off. Let me get a light out so that we can see things. As you can see, the cheese has come over the edge. Not too worried about that. We love to see the bubbling on there. The panko didn't get quite as brown as we wanted, but we're going to say that is good enough. So we're going to pull this off and get this inside and let it cool off for about 15 minutes. So we'll see you then. So after letting this rest for roughly 15 minutes, I'm sure it's still going to be scalding hot, but we're going to call that good enough. We added some paprika to the top, and some of that cheese did recede back underneath, so we have a nice layer of panko. But all that's left to do is we're going to grab ourselves a bowl and a spoon and dive into our creation here. Try to keep it on top there. Certainly smells plenty cheesy and definitely a nice, beautiful presentation. So like I said, this mac and cheese is very creamy with the Velveeta we added along with that Meyer pepper jack, and it has a nice crunch from the panko on top as well. You could certainly add some more seasoning to it if you want to spice things up a little bit more, but this is truly a great Thanksgiving side if you're looking for mac and cheese. But there you have it, some smoked mac and cheese, Big Dog Holler barbecue style. Whoever eats the most gets the most, so dig in.